So today we are basically going to talk about data load. So like how data can be loaded using our Excel or any external sources also. So Excel also we call it as external sources. So what kind of data that can be loaded using import set table or the data transformation. So basically our data load we perform using these external sources like XML, comma separated values, and Excel, HTTP, FTP, JDBC, right? But most of the time when we are using the data load, we are utilizing Excel data load for various data loading in ServiceNow. So generalized data load is used from Excel. JDBC is also used, FTP, but we require a system to be added. Some credentials will be added for JDBC things, and then data will be transformed. Using Excel we can do. If we have CSV also, we can import the data. If we have the correct XML, then we can upload the data using XML as well. And these are all the data sources which is used to upload. So these data would be coming inside import set table. So basically we would be having one import set table that is basically a staging table where all the data will be coming. So all data will be stored in this staging table or the import set table we call in terms of ServiceNow. Okay, so whenever data loaded, then import set table is created. And as soon as we have the data in our system on one of the staging table or the import set table, then here comes the concept like transformation, from which we can transform import set table data to the target tables. Target table could be anything: CMDB, user, incident, group, location. Any table data can be loaded using this transformation. So if suppose there are users or groups which has to be created during using the upload or the manual upload of the Excel, then we can do that. If we are not using Active Directory or the AD integration for importing users or groups, so users groups can be added using this transform map as well. Okay,
the other way what you have told, bro, apart from this data load for the users and the groups,
AD integration, Active Directory integration.
Oh, that is the different process how to import the...
Yes, that I already mentioned once, how AD integration is there when we were talking about user groups.
Okay, maybe I missed the class. I'll see, bro.
Okay.
That class
So user is basically loaded when we have some third party AD. AD is basically where all the users are created when you join the company.
Okay.
And AD is basically Microsoft as your AD. You get in almost all the company. So that is basically integrated.
Suppose if I join any company, they create our credentials, right? We'll store in one place that you are calling as AD, right?
Yeah, that is mostly the AD only, where all the things will be stored. Right? Microsoft Outlook, Teams, you log in, right? So it is that only.
Yes. Okay.
So here the concept is simple, like data source is coming to the import set table, and import set table we are doing the transformation into the target table. So target table could be any table of ServiceNow. So we have just mentioned some of the sample here. That's fine, but we can basically load in any table of ServiceNow if we want to load data from any Excel sheet or any servers, JDBC servers and all. So this is the way how data is transformed into target table. If we want to basically upload the data and transform into target tables basically, so it does that kind of thing. Okay, Now let me show you what all ways we have data source entry. So if the data is talking about CSV format, then you can use CSV here format. It is data source basically. When we are uploading the data, this can also be used, and we can directly load the data.
No,
But that
under
is
which data source you have clicked here? I was noting something I missed.
this is the data source.
Okay, imported. Okay.
So this is the CSV. This is CSV tab. This is custom parse by script. So here it will be attachment. Basically, attachment will be attached to this data source. When we upload the file, data source is created by default. But for other types, we have to create this data source if the type is separate. So here we are using a file. In file, we have these multiple options: CSV, Excel, JSON, XML. This type of data can be loaded. But if suppose type is JDBC, so we have to define the database name, database port, and username, password for that JDBC. Then you can get the data from JDBC. LDAP also we have, if LDAP server is configured, and we can use OIDC. This is very rarely used. So REST integration hub is also there. If we want to request any action, we can request from here. And under type, custom load by script. So this is very less used. Most popular usage is Excel. So I will show you how we can load it through the Excel file. So we will use load data here under system import set. Okay, and I will be having
bro, in the data source you can't do anything now. You just explain.
We can do anything there also, but there you have to create the data source. The data source only will be created from here, but the data source creation is only required when we create JDBC type of data load, because there you have to attach the file every time. You have to attach separate file. But
it is not recommended for Excel, right?
Yeah, we don't use it. It is exposed. That doesn't mean we have to use that only as a prime source of configuration.
Sorry, I missed the last point.
That is not the prime source of loading the data. From here, the data will be loaded. It directly goes to data source only.
Okay.
So now I have clicked on load data, and we can select the existing import set table, as well as we can create a new table as well. Okay. So, and here we have data source. See, all the data source added. Here generally the file we select, and then we upload the file here. So now for file, what I am doing, I will basically utilize this file, user ID, department, location. Okay, so this now first name, last name, Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to generate a sample. So I will download this Excel, export to Excel.
Yeah.
So I will get all the file created. So I will remove some of the data. Okay, now what I will do, I will delete some of the data as well from my existing. Delete, and now so currently if you see, this is the file which we have. Okay, now I will delete as well this record. Now I will delete. Now I will delete. Okay, one of the admin user I will not delete. That's why that error, that message was coming. Okay, now AES creator, I will, let me remove this admin. Now these are all the users for. Okay, you see 631 records are there, and we have our file ready. I will click on save, and now I will upload the file here. Okay, so I will create new import set table. I will upload this file. Okay, now I will define user data load, and this is the table name for import set table.
Okay.
And I will click on submit simply. So now what will happen, the data will be loaded into system. That's it. It will not go to the user table directly. Now the data will be stored to the import set table. Okay, so here is the loaded data. If you want to see inside this, see the data is there, right? Zero, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 data, right? Here, 4 rows, because we have loaded the 4 rows there, columns. Now we will create the transform map.
Okay.
And we will map what all fields we are having through Excel. We will map that. Okay. Now we will define data load transform map. Transform map. Now what we will do, we have loaded the Excel, and we will be using similar columns which can map to our target table. So the target table is sys user. This is the target table, and we already have source table, user data load, This we call it as import set table, right?
Yeah.
So now what we will do, we will use auto map matching field. So whatever columns will be there, it will create the mapping automatically, whatever they will find out. So 5 fields has been mapped. You can see this is the import set table. This is the target field that is automatically mapped, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is the correct mapping: email to email, user ID to username, last name to last name, first name to first name, location to location.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were having this location and manager though. Yeah, so now what we will do, 631 users are here. Now we will basically transform the data. What will happen in the transformation? The data will be transformed from import set table to the target table. Okay, we will click on transform here, and now data is loaded. Transformation is complete, and we have the success. We don't have any error or warning. So now let's reload the form. We are having 635 users, right?
Yeah, yes, it is uploaded.
So now you see this top data is loaded just now. Let me move the updated. So now you see just now is 4. Okay, now we are seeing manager and location is empty. Now what we can do, we have to basically provide, we have to create the mapping is already created, but we have to, we can modify slightly, or we can directly provide this Abraham Lincoln or India location.
Okay.
So let's try to see what happens. Now I am adding, now I will update using same file, the data. Okay. Now here I will type India. For all I will give India, just for we have to do update only. Similarly, now again if we are doing again data load, so we don't have to basically load data. You don't have to again create the import set table.
Okay.
You can use existing, see, user data load, right? And we can upload the file again we have saved, right? And now we will click submit, and we will click on run transform. Transform map is this. You can verify once whether the right transform map is selected. Now let's reload. Now it has not updated any data. Okay, why that happened? Because we can see here under import set, completed with errors. Okay, now what is the error? Because the error message is it is already there. Yeah, it is already exist basically. That's why it is not loaded. The table unique policy is already working. So what we can do here now, we can basically create a coalesce. We will see why these are not updated, because the error has shown. But now let's modify transform map. We will go to transform map. Yeah, this is the one which we have created.
Yeah.
Now here what we are doing, we will do user ID as coalesce. What coalesce means is like, coalesce means is user ID is the unique key. Okay, like it should not be creating other record with same user ID. Okay,
like avoiding duplicates, right?
Yeah, it will avoid duplicate to be created, and it will update if same record is find it out.
Once you come down in that table,
Yeah,
initially it is false, right? Means it will not check for a duplication and all. Then why it got failed?
because in user table already the checks are there. Like you cannot create other record with same user ID.
Okay, if I'm trying the same scenario in the instant table, I think 2-3 records will get uploaded, right? Duplication will happen, right?
Yes, duplicate for removing duplication only we are using a coalesce.
The coalesce, okay.
Okay, their incident number could be a coalesce, and by default there might be also some rule running on that field. Okay, so generally user ID and email is the coalesce most of the time. So these two I am adding, and now coalesce you understand for what purpose it is used.
Yeah, I understand.
We can use multiple coalesce, and multiple coalesce will work in a combination of both. Okay, so now let's try to load data again, and let's see whether it is updating or not. If it is again not uploaded, then we will see. Now it is complete. 4 updates happened, and why you are not seeing the data here, I will tell you. So XML, because we have to modify our mapping. So where is our mapping? For error didn't come this time because we have added the coalesce, but now we have this location. We were adding the location and
manager.
Okay, we didn't create the manager mapping, so we will create. So now location is matching to location. Okay.
Bro, how did you come to this page?
I opened the mapping. I am opening this mapping, and the mapping thing is fine. Here I am reference value field name. So what is the field name? Basically we will see what is the field name. Let me add.
How you can see? Okay.
Form layout, let me add the manager and location here.
Okay, backend name you are saying, right? Field name in the sense.
Yes. Because backend name is only the main thing. If that is not right, then your things will not work. You see, India was loaded already for all of them.
For manager, we don't have a mapping, so that is the reason it didn't load, right?
Yes, it didn't load.
Okay.
That's the reason. Okay. And you can define the field also sometime if it doesn't work, but ideally it will work. So now how we will generate a mapping here? You can click on new. Okay. Now new I have created. We can select the source field. Source field is what?
Manager.
And target field manager. Okay. Now I will click on submit. We will do load data. Choose file. Did I update the Excel? See, no duplicate entry, and the record is updated also.
Yeah.
Okay, now there is one more thing in mapping. Transform map. So I have clicked on transform map here, and data load. Yes. So here we have created the mapping we are seeing, right? But
Yeah.
for reference field, basically the field which is coming from other table. So if we open this, manager is coming from user table only, right? If I click here, the user table is referencing, right? So there is one more thing. Suppose this manager is not available in the system, right? So what we should do, we have that option to select. Basically under mapping, if you open the manager field, okay, so we have opened our manager. We have this choice action, right?
Yeah.
So here choice action means what? Because if suppose this manager is not present in the system, so what we have to do if that manager is not present? So we have multiple options. If create is selected, then this manager will be created in the system. Like one record will be created in user table. Okay, if you select the choice action as create. Okay. And if you select ignore, so what it will do, it will ignore this new value for this specific column, and it will update other fields of same record. Okay, but it will not update the manager field. It will ignore just this column. Okay, and if we are selecting this reject, so it will skip the entire row. No any other columns will be modified if manager is not updated into this table.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, bro.
So that is basically the reject option. Okay.
These are like applicable only for the max of the reference fields, right?
Yeah, reference field, drop down field, wherever it is multi-value type of field. Okay. Because generally we are basically not creating the choice, because those things are very critical in terms of data. If suppose they have provided some value which is not present in the system for specific fields like manager, groups, so we have to discuss once with the client or the project manager, like what you should do. So okay, generally we are rejecting it. We are not we are ignoring that new value.
Okay.
And creation is very less used.
Already existing users only most of the people will use. Okay.
And reject is like you can skip complete record. If manager is not present, you can directly skip whole record. That also use case comes on some ideal scenario. Okay.
Okay.
Now what you have to do, you have to also do the same thing what I have did today in your system.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will do. Yeah.
So this is the task for you for today. Okay. And what we will do tomorrow, I will start with some of the basic
Scripting, I think.
Yeah, we will start on our script also, main topic, but we will see some of the script execution under transform map also. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Okay, so we will connect tomorrow. So but do practice this, and tomorrow I will show you how we can do the script inside the mapping.
I'll do this.
Okay.
I'll just try with the two tables like instant and the user.
Yeah,
so
you
that
can
I
try.
will-
You can
Yeah.
try any other table also, not only user. You can use
User,
assignment,
yeah.
the easiest one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then you,
sure. Okay, bro. I'll try.
and then you can try for other tables also. Like if you want to practice more, then you can select multiple tables also.
Okay, bro. I'll try these things today.
Okay.
Yeah.